Though I know I should be wary, still I venture someplace scary. Ghostly haunting, I turn loose. Beetlejuice! Beetlejuice! Beetlejuice!
Oh, welcome everyone. Oh my god, what is this format that we're dealing with here? As professional YouTubers here. Yes, this stream is actually called Monster Girl and a Dragon Boy. I'm so small compared to Piper. Break the multiverse. Why? Because we can. And there's no plan
How
here. We're
cringe
just
are
gonna...
we? Oh, that was fun. But,
Wow.
yes. So,
The pudding, the radioactive pudding dimension.
that brings back such memories. That was over 2 years ago, because it was October 21st, where we started this little endeavor we call Breaking the Multiverse. Have we actually gotten anywhere? Well, I don't know. Oh yeah. Merry anniversary, Fyzz!
Though I know I should be wary, still I venture someplace scary. Ghostly haunting, I turn loose.
It's showtime!
Hey guys, what's going on? Memes here, and I'm joined by my longest surviving co-host so far, Fyzz. Hi,
Apparently,
Fyzz.
I am looking at chat suspiciously.
Oh,
My face. My face got stuck.
you are. This is Fyzz judging you. Fyzz and okay. No. Gotta readjust neck out there. Oh, hat
Apparently
is.
the camera just does not want to stay aimed where I put it. Okay,
I'm gonna go. The ears are out of balance there. I think that's the issue.
Oh,
It's
no.
okay. I like your ears. It's fine. It's fine. But welcome everybody now joining temporally in the future. This is the train wreck dumpster fire that is Breaking the Multiverse, talking about all the different stuff and things that you probably never really wanted to talk about, including my co-host here. So it's okay. It's okay. It's like a chiropractic adjustment for like a VTuber there. It's
Yeah.
just you gotta get limbered up and everything there. But that reminds me. So we're gonna do a little bit of time traveling, kind of like we started off the show. So we're gonna do where was it? I think it's this guy right here. All right. So as we can see, this is back when I was pretending to be Ryan. It's It's all right. We'll get into that in just a second here. But so for those that are joining us, this is what Fyzz has had to put up with for like going on 2 years.
Pi times D raised to the 3. F is the force interaction. A to the H is the haymaker constant. The haymaker constant. Okay, that's basically the thingy for the force. So you got.
I'm rambling on about a whole bunch of things that I don't understand, and at this point, I'm not sure I still understand them. But I think I might be less wrong.
I still can't tell what you were saying.
To be fair,
I understood pi.
No, we've done some videos on that. But well, pi is very important because it's like, well, number one, who doesn't like pie? But it's all I know is no matter what happens, Godzilla will live. I learned that from Rainbow. And Godzilla -1 is a good movie. It actually is
so bad.
You don't even need to be a Godzilla movie, and it's actually still a pretty darn good movie. It's like, oh my god, there's like a story. You get like a human perspective. You get like how they like very often it's like, here's the heroic things. Here are all the heroic things of humanity. It's not like, yeah. Everybody scorns you. You get extra scarred for all these reasons, and it's I don't know. I thought they did a good job. I'm also biased, so.
Technically, I would be too, but I You put Godzilla in the movie, and I kind of want to go see it. But this one, especially excited. I've heard nothing but good things.
It earned them. It earned them. Are some people maybe overblowing things? Then again, I sit back and I'm like, a lot of movies in the recent past really, they haven't really been that good. There's been a lot of not really great movies.
There's a lot of hit or miss, I think, in the big giant monster movie genre. It's kind of hit or miss because you got to hit that delicate balance of human characters and getting attached to them and character development and big scary monster go smash. And it's really hard to to find that to get the just right balance. And what I'm hearing is that this one got it.
I mean, I'm not going to argue with that. It's just one of those things where it's just like, I look at it and I'm like, damn. And it's not to really do any spoilers or anything, but a lot of times it's like, well, you got to wait till at least half the movie. And then you see the monster for like a minute or two, and then you gotta like wait to the end for like all the rest of like the good footage and stuff like this. It's like, you really didn't have to wait too long to see some monster. Yeah. I'll leave it at that. And I'm like, they made this movie with $15 million. That's Toho. They spent a total of $15 million US. It's already made over $15 million US in just the United States in like the past week. It's literally because no, here's the thing. It's like, it's a Japanese movie being released in America. It's like a lot of times it's like usually Hollywood and stuff like this. Oh, it's Hollywood because that's what all you're hearing about. It's like this. I'm pretty sure it was mostly just like the Godzilla like official like YouTube, the Twitter account, and some sporadic commercials, and it's like, this is the best grossing Japanese film like of all time in the United States. I think it made like one of the best pictures, and I think like Oppenheimer didn't or something like that. I mean, I didn't see that movie either, but I'm just like, people really seem to like it. I'm like, I'm just like, well, I love Godzilla. I'm totally biased, but I'm like, is it really that good? I'm like, it was really good. It was really good. They did a lot of things. I liked a lot of the homages that they did, because like when they say it's like, yeah, this is kind of like the original Godzilla combined with Jaws. It's like, yeah. It's
well, I would expect if anybody's gonna get Godzilla right, it would be Japan.
Yes, one would hope, and it's like Toho is kind of like the little studio that could. It's like, They thought they could, and they created an empire of kaiju. Like, well played.
Yeah.
But so Fyzz, what's going on with you? What are some of your holiday thoughts? What are some of your thoughts for the previous 2 years and all the terrible things I put you through?
I'm broken. You broke me. Oh no. Oh dear. You guys? You guys! I just want to hug some gold! Yeah, that's about right. I just want to hug some ghosts!
Can confirm.
Oh, they were scary.
Demons. Yeah. It's playing with other people on the internet, and yes, things don't always go the way we want, and some people lose their minds a little bit, but it's okay. It's okay. It's the
next season or next month. Next month is balls season.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, January is balls month because it's winter, but there's no like major holiday to theme stuff on, so.
Snowballs.
So it's snowballs.
Here and there and everywhere. Bouncing all.
However, I think I fixed it to where it doesn't throw that many per instance of the word.
What was it set on?
It was set on like 20 at first, and then I down to 10 per use of the word, because I did not consider it at all. I was like, yeah, let them throw like a whole handful when they typed that. I didn't know yet that the word was, or I didn't consider or didn't know, I can't remember, that the word was like spammable because it's not a command. So
There was
you
no
can-
set interval.
yeah, so it's just the instance. It's just every time that word shows up in chat in any way.
It just ratchets up another 10, ratchets up another 10, ratchets up another 10.
So yeah, though it was just a stream of balls just the whole night.
Yeah. See, at first, like, I started to feel bad because I'm like, wait, did I trigger all of those? I'm like, nah, there was basically a paragraph of balls right above me. So I'm like,
No, you
I
just
don't feel-
contributed.
I only contributed to there. And this is how empires fall, my friends. But, yes. So what you mentioned the pudding dimension. That still spins my stomach. So what's one of your favorite moments over the past 2 years, Miss Fyzz?
Oh man. Probably that's too much time of events for me to pick a favorite. That's difficult.
I know it includes having to try to remember any of them. It's like it's all like a blur.
Right? We end up laughing a whole bunch, and then I come again next week. And we do the same thing.
Well, it's like Pinky and the Brain. It's the same thing we do every week. Just
We have
trying to
like
break the
built up
multiverse.
some lore just for this dimension though. This dimension here has built up some Fyzz lore. All on its own, like Sharkano.
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah, Sharkano. You are on it already.
Yeah, well, it's see this is why we have that show co-host bond, and that it's like, what do we remember? Oh, the time that Fyzz was missing. All of a sudden, there's a massive eruption, like down like in this place. All these things, and wait a second, if memory stands correctly, wait a second, you're in the chat.
Oh yeah.
I mean, what fish?
Oh, Piper showed up
Big,
too.
tasty fish. You're not supposed to. I love the fishes because it's so delicious.
I can't smell it. I blame my clumsy paws.
Yes. Okay. Hear me out. Watch some Sharknado, right? And got to thinking, Sharkano. That would be pretty cool, right? Yes. Oh dear God. Yes. There's a whole bunch of incriminating evidence for the future, but that's okay because Fyzz, I believe, has internet immunity.
Yes. What is
I mean, if you don't have immunity, if there's one thing that I know from Breath of Fire, it's that a moon tear cures your whole party and all their ailments.
Oh
It's
yeah.
the most powerful healing item.
Definitely. And that helps.
Yes, as I offer to volunteer Fyzz's entire life essence to heal perhaps a very light bee sting. Yes. You just got so high pitched you broke the dimensional impedance.
I did. I forgot.
Well played.
think my microphone's cutting me off. Uh-oh.
You're hitting tones that I can't even comprehend.
Yeah, only
Out of
dogs. Only dogs can hear me laugh when I laugh like that.
That makes sense. Because where else are we? So, here we go. We had the Sharkano.
There was the whole pudding dimension saga that went for a little bit. So that was
God. That was dizzying.
that was
was
earlier
this-
than Sharkano, I think.
I believe it. See, the thing is, when I search, it only searches so many. So then I have to go through everything manually. It's like, all right, science thing, breaking something in Fyzz. All right, science thing, breaking something in Fyzz. That's usually how my memory of stuff and things go. But So Fizz, did we talk about how you could potentially get something from nothing?
Have we talked about that?
I feel like I may have talked about it with you or somebody else, and just assumed since you've listened to a lot of my nonsense over the past 2 years, I may have talked with you about it.
We have discussed the concept of nothing, because that's already something. So it kind of knows itself out almost, because nothing is something.
That's kind of how apparently a branch of mathematics called fuzzy logic works.
I like the name.
Well, it makes me worry because it sounds fuzzy, but then again, I'm like, I do like fuzzy things. Especially like
Right?
small fuzzy things and big fuzzy things. They're good for
Except for
cuddles,
some
usually.
caterpillars. Some caterpillars, they look fuzzy, but they're really like not. And some spiders. Fuzzy spiders, I don't like those.
It's probably the eyes and the...
Yeah, it's the whole rest of the whole body. The whole fact that it's a spider.
Arachnophobes. Yeah. I mean, it
Well, I'm
happens.
not like overly because I feel like actual arachnophobia is like an overreaction, like a what is it? I can't words right now.
No, it's a different and Joe likes your Fizz logic. Shout out
Yeah,
to my patrons, Joe Franco, Dave M, and T Carr. Broadcast is helped made possible by viewers like you.
I like physiologic too, because I can understand
And-
it sometimes.
Well, yeah, and snacks. That's all right. That's why we help decode different things. But the whole point of that fuzzy logic is, and I interviewed some young man. He's going for his PhD in math right now, because he was part of the theories of nothing community that I was also a part of. And at one point, it's like, well, is nothing a thing? And it's like, oh, there's always something. There's always something. But apparently, within this breath of fuzzy logic, as soon as you categorize something, basically, as soon as you state that nothing is a thing, it is a thing.
Exactly.
And I'm like, wait, hold on. Now, like, if I'm going to believe that, and, like, there's actual logic beneath that I still need to learn, I'm like, okay, but at that point, if there was nothing, and you decide there's a thing, then that thing becomes something.
Yeah. Nothing is something.
So, and when you follow the logic of that stuff, I'm like, so what you're saying is it starts with a thought?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Fizz. No. I mean, it sounds absolutely crazy, but it's like the more and more I kind of do the sciencey thing, I'm just like, this really seems like magic.
Right?
It's almost kind of creepy, but I'm just like, it's so fantastically beautiful. It's like, okay, we'll just sneak peek into a little thing. I did a lecture about a thing that I'm not even sure is necessarily even the right topic. I'm just gonna go through how I kind of came upon some of this. So, but in the meantime, for a short palate cleanser before we start getting a little sciencey, we'll do this. And here we go. Here's a blast from, I don't know, I think it was 8 months ago, maybe 9. We'll see. 7 months ago. Oh God, it's been so long. Here we go. And
From Boston, Massachusetts, within the United States of America, the one, the only, the means of destruction. And guess what, folks? He's not here, which is a damn shame, but his girlfriend's here. Hello, Fyzz. How you doing?
Is what now?
Your Moom's girlfriend, right?
No, I can't leave the screen. I guess like his other girlfriend, but...
So how have you been, Fyzz?
I'm great, because I heard that you have tasty snacks.
Well, that's the first I've heard of it. I mean, the last time we had tasty snacks, Fizz, was when Fat Steven gobbled them all up.
I just realized that he said sack.
My local
first.
dojo's a Wendy's.
We can't have any more, I'm afraid.
Oh,
Memes. You were
Fat
on the
Steve
show with
ruined
him.
it. He ruined the snacks. And memes tricked me. He told me to come here because I would get snacks.
Well,
This a waste. Hold on. We're gonna get him freaking memes with his freaking imaginary internet girlfriends.
I don't know, Fizz. This has
Beetlejuice.
never happened before on Reality Based. When we have a guest, folks, we expect them to be on the show. We don't expect their girlfriends to come on. I mean, really?
I don't have a boyfriend.
Yes, you do. It's memes. You're on his show.
Welcome to the debauchery
I'm his co-host.
Yeah, and? Oh, there he is. What's memes doing in the chat and not on show?
I said Beetlejuice 3 times, but I can't remember if I'm supposed to be looking into a mirror.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm just going to go ahead and show you guys this, and hopefully it means something to you, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, I know I should be wary. Still I venture someplace scary. Ghostly haunting, I turn loose.
Hey guys, what's going on? Memes here. Hey,
Oh my. There you are, me.
Oh.
Let's bring your wife on.
I gotta weave it too meta. I let the show keep going. I got confused. I'm like, I am not actually speaking right now. What is happening? Hey guys, what's going on?
He thinks that I'm your girlfriend.
That's because you are.
Hey, wait. Just because there happens to be a dude and a dudette that do a weekly show does not mean that they're boyfriend and girlfriend.
Oh, come on, me.
If that's the case, then man, Piper's cheating on a lot of people.
I mean, that wouldn't necessarily surprise me. I mean, again, she's a strong, independent woman. She can do what she wants. Her body, her choice. I'm going to regret having those words coming out. Please don't tell her I said that. She's not sitting right there.
I won't tell her. What I'll do is send her the stream when it's over. I'd be like, you gotta watch this one.
No, nobody clip that. No, oh dear God.
Oh,
I'm
that's
not going to have
easier,
one.
isn't it?
Stop it. Oh, no. So, hi Ryan, hi everybody.
I'm gonna leave you at it. Since there's no snacks, there's no reason for me to exist in this space.
I will make it up to you, Fizz. I will get you some snacks.
Well, it's a rare day, lovely lady, that we have a woman on Reality Based. So, oh no, she's
She's getting ready to jump to the Twitch dimension. She's streaming a little bit later. When are you streaming, Fizz?
My angry face is malfunctioning right now, and I can't make my angry face.
Have you
9
done?
p.m. Eastern. 9 p.m. Eastern.
what you really look like. Be careful.
Oh, you don't. This isn't even her final form, bro.
Yeah. I look different on Twitch. I'm broken. I get glow. My Twitch is where I do my glow up. I save my powers for that.
She gets very big wolf girl, and she has feet.
And as far as I know, my angry face works on it. Bye-bye. Y'all have fun.
Peace
Have
out,
a great
Fizz.
day, Fizz. And well, here we are, ladies and gentlemen. What a way to have a meet and greet with this great guy as a fellow creator.
You broke me. Oh no. Oh dear. You guys! You guys! I just want to hug some gold! You are muted.
And now you can hear me.
Yeah.
And here we are. So yes,
That did remind me of two more arcs that we had. We had the Fyzz girlfriend arc and the beefing with Baphomet arc.
Beefing with Baphomet.
Yeah.
That's Oh, that's a good one. That's a good. Oh, I haven't even had
That
a
was a
preview for that.
crossover we had going on there.
Yeah, we had the puppet verse there.
Yeah.
We had Fyzz versus, because I don't want to have to think to spell Baphomet. Okay, here we go. You there? You there? Wow. We do have a lot of lore. Here we go. Let's play this beautiful Baphomet footage. All right, embiggen. Boom.
Next week on Puppet Ball Z. Oh, okay. Stay tuned for Fyzz versus the Matt.
Baphomet.
No memes bird. Yeah.
You
gotta say it. You gotta say it in the Dragon Ball Z announcer voice. You know.
Next week
on Puppet Ball Z.
Puppet Ball Z. Let me do it. Stay tuned. Well, Fyzz Giggity versus Baphomet. Stop it. Stop it.
Hit it, Baphomet. Go, baby.
All right.
Where
Ready?
you go?
Here we go.
Give it to him, Baphomet.
Next week on Puppet Ball Z. Stay tuned in for Fyzz versus Baphomet. No memes barred.
Wow.
That's pretty good. Yeah, it needs work. Killed it.
Well, as we're getting claimed by everyone in Japan, thank you for your service. That was terrible. I apologize. But yeah, so while I was looking for the what was it, the girlfriend arc, the it's the things that came up. Oh, don't mind my fuzziness.
What?
But the top 10 animals that drunk or high. That's what happened when I searched for girlfriend. I started. I think it's. I forget what I called the episode. All right, I think it was Biscuits of Boyfriends or something. Oh, there we go. Yeah.
Oh.
Wow. Such skill.
His girlfriend's here. Hello, Fyzz. How you doing?
God, we just wow.
what now?
I reuse so much content.
Dang.
Probably a lot of poor leadership on a number of levels and a number of different entities as well there. That's the thing. I got plenty of criticism for a lot of the stuff that comes out and everything. Do I
Hold
necessarily
on, we need
think
to see
that
the beginning of the show because then we forget what we talk about.
trying
So,
to take over
Wh-
the
Whose
world?
birthday was it this
Means
time?
that
That
they
time.
may come true, but apparently we're boyfriend and girlfriend now.
it was close
Oh, well,
to my
was it
birthday.
future
Oh.
Xmas memes?
Yes, that
Future
is the correct phraseology as far as I am aware.
I got the number right.
Yes, it is actually the triple X. It's I mean that just
Aw.
happens to be the case because if one peers into the deepest and darkest areas of lore of this channel, there were certain conversations where I brought up Xmas memes and Xmas memes.
All right, I need to. Oh God, when we spill the beans on so much stuff that you're like, wait a second, how many beans did I spill? I assume them all because it's like that point where it's like, I am the anonymai on the internet. Why? Because I can. And that's like, well, I've already made enough mistakes that I can already find myself. So it's like, what if I did the crazy thing where it's like, rather than not mention the things that make ones feel uncomfortable, let me mention many things that make people feel uncomfortable. Why? Because I can.
You finally flipped.
I'm sorry. I was late to the show for normal and additional reasons. I wanted to upload that 1.8 second clip from Ultraman Towards the Future. Just because I love that. I love that when he's just, because the whole leading up to it and everything, it's so beautiful. You know the character, it's just very stereotypical. It's like, what are you going to do? In a previous episode, the general's like, get me to the Air Force Base. Why? It's like, he's talking about the big one. 500 gigatons. Enough to wipe out the continent and half the Pacific Basin. And you look at that character and you're like, yeah, he would totally do that. But let me, hold on. We'll get even more copyright. This channel will never be monetized. But, Ultraman towards the future nemesis. Oh, what a great episode. Nemesis. I can't type and speak at the same time. Alright. Okay. Oh, here we go. Okay, here we go. This is a long time ago from our friends in Australia. So, wait, Ultraman, great. And the crazy thing is, I'm beginning to think the premise of what gets talked about here is actually true. The more and more I learn about the science stuff and things. So, yes. Director Grant, take it away.
The one who sleeps below.
Yeah, well, whoever that is, he's not asleep anymore.
He's the third monster, Charlie. We're fighting the Earth. Come home, son. Your work up there is over.
So, you hear that statement, and I didn't even really... I like to think I could conceptually think of that before, and it's like, I couldn't. I like, well, people say it's Mother Earth and everything. Well, could you take that literally? And it's like, you say that, and it's like, huh. Well, when you drill into Mother Earth, you only get down so far, and then it gets gooey, and there seems to be a bunch of stuff living there. I'm like, that kind of sounds like when I get stabbed or drilled into the skin or something like that. Like, it gets gooey, and there seems to be a bunch of stuff living there. Okay? Also, it's like, I heard a statement from Rick, and he was like, it's like, Earth is a silica-based life form. And I'm like, what? I had never thought that. Because people are like, well, human beings and dogs and cats and stuff, it's like, we're a carbon-based life form. So though we're about 80% water. But we're carbon-based life forms, but we're mostly water. So I think about that. I'm like, well, Earth, I think it's actually mostly iron and stuff like that. Like, because Earth is actually the most dense thing in the solar system. Surprisingly, like, the sun is a lot more massive, but it's much, much bigger. So,
yeah.
But Earth seems to be kind of like the right, like, Cadbury cream egg, like, consistency of stuff doing things that I'm like, wait a second. We talk about silica-based life forms, so we're thinking about, like, computers and stuff like that, because that's our reference point. It's like, hold on a second. What if silica-based life forms are a thing? They're just on a scale that we don't often consider for, like, a life as we usually consider it. It's like, can you argue saying that Earth isn't a silica-based life form that might have a whole bunch of, like, gooey metal things, like, in it that allow it to generate its magnetic field that, like, allows us not to get completely nuked by the sun, and therefore, in order to have carbon-based life, we must first have silica-based life. I mean, I'm pretty sure everybody in the biology community is going to be like, no. But, well, maybe
say,
not.
I know that the Celestials don't use those terms, so, I could not help you, confirm or deny. Ha ha ha.
Wait, hold on a sec, Fyzz. Do you literally direct evidence to support my hypothesis?
Oh yeah.
Like, aren't you literally here because of, like, the moon goddess?
Yeah.
And, like, that whole jazz, it's like, wait a second. So there seem to be some entities associated with these large bodies and stuff. Wait a second. Can you introduce me to Mother Earth?
Well, that's what I was trying to say, is that they don't use those terms, so I couldn't tell you if they are what they're based. They're just energy. So yes, there is a Earth goddess.
I don't think that necessarily helps my hypothesis. I can put it out there as sensationalism tabloid. It's like, I say these words. Look, celestial wolf girl.
Yeah.
For some people, that might be enough. I mean, I tend to want to say that, but how dare you use factual, like thoughts and logic and reasons and facts and stuff like that. Well played. All right. we go back to our totally fair use clip.
You can't be serious. I've never been more serious in my life. He's been in front of our noses and we've been missing it. The planet's a creature. It's the only answer. To see a world in a grain of sand and heaven in a wild flower. Hold infinity in the palm of your hand and eternity in an hour. You finally flipped, Grant. William.
I love. Hey, we gave enough interlude there. The show was in the '90s, so and Australia, so I think we're okay. If not, I apologize. Yada yada. But I just loved that clip because I still remember that from being a kid. It's like there's this random show that's like on Saturday mornings. It involves kaiju and Ultraman, and it was basically it was more or less the same show recycled every time. Oh, stuff and things, some little animation, you do this, you do that. And it was like, you fight the monster, Ultraman gets hurt, 3 minutes, yada yada, and then the monster gets destroyed. Not always. There were I think the musical score really makes a difference. And I think this show, it's kind of like, I feel like that's why Best Buy defeated Circuit City, because I feel like they had better lighting, so it felt like a more pleasant place to go into, and Circuit City was a little bit more drab. I only base this off of going to a Circuit City and going to a Best Buy, and Best Buy seems shinier. Not that everything should be governed by our fondness for shiny things. I like shinies.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, there's psychology in that too, though.
I know. I'm busy ignoring my audience. welcome up, Cycle and Zach. It's good to see you. Are earthquakes the earth shivering? That's a good question. Fyzz, what are your thoughts?
Earthquakes are tectonic plates shifting on top of a liquid core.
So it's Mother Earth getting the scritches?
Yeah.
Oh no, it's kind of like if I crack my back or something. It's like,
there you go. It's a little more like that. Yeah.
Oh, I need to go to a chiropractor.
Yeah.
Oh, I give a good crack. But it's hard to give yourself a good yeah, okay, I'm going to stop talking. Nobody would ever clip anything. I mean, it's not like that's the whole point of this show and everything. And I owe my co-host like a montage of like hours of different clips so she could actually like grow her actual YouTube channel, so it would be like an actual mutual like yes. Many terrible things
Don't worry, I have changed the directional plans of my YouTube channel.
Oh?
Yeah.
Care to share?
So I'm not gonna do clip compilations and stuff because I made 2 and it was really boring to do.
The Doom one, the first one did really, really well.
Maybe I'll keep that one because I love Doom. So
they were good compilations. I'm proud of you.
Stuck on the poop chute. Stuck on the poop chute. Okay, I will keep the Doom compilation. I'm gonna take down peanut butter jelly time though. I put way too much effort into something so stupid.
I understand. I understand the wantingness of such a silly little thing because I've done that. But just as far as time spent proactively doing constructive things, I feel like it's you're just entertaining on yourself. It's just you hide in the Twitch dimension, and it's just I don't. The YouTube has like all the stuff in the apps and everything like that. I'm sorry. I respect your decision of platform. I'm just very lazy. It's just, you know how it goes. But yes, apparently Marsquakes are also a thing. We got like some rovers over there. And like one of the craziest things, hold on, we'll bring up the Mars rover real quick.
By the time you humans get a person over there, Mars is going to be littered with like all of your junk all over the place.
Hey, Fyzz, do we have a long history of doing that to planets?
Yeah, but what's interesting is y'all doing it like ahead of time. Like y'all are pre-trashing it before you even get there.
So, funny story about that. Apparently, the Mars rover is leaving a whole bunch of stuff behind it. It actually is laying out different things on the planet. They're samples, because basically, what is it? Mars rover samples. So, oh my god, I thought that's. This. Yes, you can see where my head is on this because I first read this as Mars sample rectum.
Okay, same. Immediately. Wow. Just instantly, my brain was like, clearly that is the word that should be right there.
That's yeah. It's. I'm gonna go with the curve on the little N on the back. So maybe yes. Mars sample return. Its job is to collect. So basically, the current rover that they have going around there.
Well, how many they got over there now?
I think they had.
That's still
I think
functioning.
one is almost 1.5.
1.5 are still functioning.
I think no, because the one that's the helicopter I think is still running. Because that's the thing where it literally has like a helicopter thing on it. It charges up, it flies, and then it lands. And the thing is, it needs to be all automatic. And since Mars is so far away, and if you're transmitting the signal at basically the speed of light, Mars is basically 8 minutes away. So you think there's lag here on Earth, Fyzz? Like, there's 8-minute lag from Mars right now. Like, playing a game of Fortnite is not feasible.
Well, not planet to planet land, that's for sure.
It's well, see, that's the thing. But it still seems to work. And then it runs out of power during night, and then it'll freeze, and then it needs to wait to charge up enough battery power for it to come back alive. So it's like, it seems almost on a nightly basis. It's like, well, this might be the last day. It's like, unless it gets it, and occasionally it won't start for like days on end. And it's like, well, that was the end of the mission. The thing comes back to life. It's like, I don't know. It's if Japan wouldn't get pissed, I'd almost say it might be a good term for a Godzilla probe or something. It's like it just keeps coming back.
Freaking, this is how y'all are gonna piss off robots, man. Because you keep sending them there to die. Like, you sending them all on suicide missions.
That's. Oh no! It looks like WALL-E too.
I know.
Oh my god! Wow. But it doesn't have 6 years. But it's taking images. Oh my god!
Spirit and Opportunity. They're comparing two rovers.
It's the Spirit and Opportunity. Oh, wow. Okay. Well, now that we've taken the piss out of technology and we've learned why our AI overlords and our mechanical companions will turn on us because we are sending them consistently to die. I mean, this is a terrible thing to say. I realize this. I will get strung up in the digital and mechanical course for this, but we are treating them like other humans.
Yep.
Because we've done this to humans for a long time. And if we're going to set an example... okay. I don't want to talk about Mars anymore. It's no. It's no. You know, like, hey, if I'm going to rant and rave about it, it's like Mother Earth is a silica-based life form, and that's how we get carbon-based life forms. And then we start creating a whole bunch of other silica and metal-based life forms, and then sending them to their doom.
Yeah.
Wow. See, this is why if we're gonna go to our doom, we should go together, because at least that's fair.
Yeah.
So at least if we start sending other humans to their doom along with the robots, higher chance of success. It's I feel like it's the Gimli quote right here. It's like, certainty of death, small chance for success. What are we waiting for? God, I love that dwarf. I actually started playing Dungeons and Dragons right around the time like the movie trilogy of the Lord of the Rings came out. Like, I think I actually started that summer. And I didn't know it, but apparently the figure they got me, I think, well, it eventually became the Gimli figure, but apparently I roleplayed that dwarf near exactly like Gimli for a bunch of things. I never read the books. I hadn't seen the movie, except my Scottish accent ends up being a bit more deep, and somehow I kind of become a Russian when I try to do the Scottish-Irish thing. It's like, I am part Russian and those other two things, so I think that allows me to get away with this. But, welcome, Bone. We're just reminiscing
Hi, Bone.
on the anniversary of, well, Fractal. I mean, to be fair, the, what do they call it? The transhumanism community and stuff like that, they're like really big on, it's kind of like, think cyberpunk. For better or worse, I mean, hey, my personal opinion, I view it as your body, your choice, you do you, boo. It's
companies hardcore want to go in this direction because way easier to control people when they have like actual controls.
Well, I mean, it's not like we're embedding chips in people's skin and allowing them access and everything like that.
Little chip IDs. Cybernetics is where y'all are going. Elon's putting chips in people's brains in the name of fixing them. But the problem is, that's still electronics, so that can still be fucked with. Anything that can fuck with electronics, like, y'all gonna get your brains hacked. I'm sorry. Like, y'all are gonna get ads in your dreams.
Nobody's ever tried that before. To be fair, Fyzz, that there already are special chips and stuff in people's brains because, like, some people have neural conditions. I know, was it Governor Romney's wife? I remember I was reading a thing and she has like a condition stuff where I think they can have like really, really bad seizures and stuff like.
Yeah, I was gonna say I've heard of it being used for some seizures.
Of those things. Yeah.
Yeah, and technically, like the medical chips, I'm assuming can't actually be, because it's just a chip. I don't think it in itself would be messed with by like stuff that can mess with electronics. But that's like where you started. Just like, phones started with lighting sticks on fire and fucking manipulating the smoke. Yeah. It all starts somewhere. So what most of and you can look back at some science fiction, a lot of stuff that was just science fiction became real. And now it's everyday items that used to be cool, super cool sci-fi items. Might not look exactly the same, but they're the same items. So the cybernetics, if you can come up with it, somebody's working on it,
Well, see, that's the thing. And so you start to see these different things, and it's like, we're getting there. And I think the thing is, if you actually had like enough folks going in the same direction, I think we can get there a heck of a lot faster. A lot of it does come down to money and stuff. If you're willing to spend billions and billions of dollars on something, you can usually figure out stuff. Not always. Stadia from Google comes to mind. Now, maybe they didn't spell bill. I feel like they spent like $3 to $5 billion. It was a monumental task, incredibly difficult task. It's like, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna come up with a system based upon the whole Chromebook type thing. Why? Here, you have your very basic interface. You have the browser. We're gonna do all the processing on our server side. That is fantastic. I did see some demos. As somebody that did work for a major ISP for an extended period of time, let me just say that lag happens. And when you base it on a large scale thing for multiple users under non-idealistic condition, yeah, a lot of stuff can
remember Google Glass?
Yes.
That was like super futuristic sci-fi stuff. They got it to like look cool, but not function very good, is the last I heard. Because it used to look like the biggest, dorkiest pair of glasses. That was the prototype. And then they got it to where it looks cool to wear it. But I think they realized that in reality, walking around with screens in your face makes life a little bit difficult.
I think it's one of those points where it's like, we are one of the richest companies, richest, most successful companies in the world. So where does the law stand if somebody gets injured while using our product?
Yeah.
That seems like a very logical thing in my mind, because I remember there was somebody going around, and I was running a project before in downtown Boston, and somebody was giving it to like one of the guys I was working with. He was going around, he's like, "Oh, this is pretty cool," and then I'm looking around and I'm like, "Yeah, this Boston traffic here. What happens when it's not one person wearing those glasses, but you got tens of thousands of people walking, driving, biking, and doing all these different things with all these other pop-ups in addition to trying to survive normally in Boston traffic?" I'm like, what could go wrong?
You thought the fad of the little Bluetooth earpiece was douchey enough. Like, just wait till everybody's wearing those. But not only are they talking to themselves, they're bumping into stuff. Like, I know one of the examples they used was like, you can have your GPS right in front of your eyes at all times. And I'm like, yeah. But also that's distracted driving for sure, because that's overlaid on top of actual traffic. So, but that was one of the uses that they were boosting, was like, yeah, GPS is going to be awesome for GPS.
So here's the thing. I just look at the law, the precedent that we have, and I remember this. Girl falls into manhole while texting, parents sue.
Wait, how the hell did the parents sue? Who did the parents sue? I guess whoever left the manhole open?
I tend to think that would be I think that's one of those things where if you literally have an open manhole cover, you're supposed to have like the things and stuff around it. So it's like, yeah, they weren't looking, but it's like you're not expecting a giant, enormous thing on the... No, I don't want to. I'm sorry.
I just know that thing immediately called the parents stupid or something. In this case, it appears the girl isn't so dumb. Yeah, I think... the only way that they would have a right is if they left a manhole open and unmarked. Otherwise, it is like an unmanned, I guess. Otherwise, it is definitely her fault for not looking.
Well, it's... Should you be paying attention to where you're walking? Yes.
Yep.
Then again, typically when one is walking, you're paying attention to human beings moving around you and vehicles and stuff like that. The things where you don't want to bump into another person and you don't want to get hit by a motor vehicle, because that's usually a bad day. Yeah. You're not usually thinking about going like Wile E. Coyote, stepping off the cliff and going, Yahoo! No, I'm sorry. No, I can't. I can't do it. And number two is a girlfriend fell into a manhole. I feel like that's one of the things you're supposed to at least put like plywood over it. Plywood and like secure it and stuff like that if you're going on like a lunch break, because that is OSHA violations.
I think at the very least you are supposed to put like a little sign or tape or cones around it.
I usually remember like the cones with the tape, and then usually like there's people around. It's kind of like you're sectioning off workspace and everything, and then you kind of do all the rest of the stuff there. But see, for Fractal, the thing is saying about virtual reality headsets made them slightly nauseous, but then again, they're susceptible to motion sickness. Apparently Stephen Wolfram has that same problem, because every time like virtual reality or something like that comes into being, he puts it on, and there seems to be a bit of a lag time with it, even with some of the more recent things. Maybe not the most recent, but at least within the past few years. Stephen Wolfram's like, I try this every few years, and after like 2 or 3 minutes, he gets like terrible nausea and stuff, so he can't do it. But it's sad because he wants to do it, but no, I think a lot of folks are the same way. But okay, I gotcha. All right, Snow. We'll fix that. But good to see you, my friend. Good to see you. Yes, all that damn
I
lag
can see
there.
how that would trigger motion sickness, because your eyes are getting input, your body's getting slightly different input about how you're moving and where you're moving. I haven't played them long enough. I think I've only got to play with VR like once. And played a game where everybody actually around me was yelling at me about what I was doing in the game.
Oh, well, that sounds familiar. But
I can't even name the game. It was just like it was still when like it started appearing in some of those like what do they call them? Chaos rooms where it's just computer arcade room almost. Computer console arcade room instead of a traditional arcade room. And so they had a VR setup, but it was like the games felt like little sample games almost like the games that were VR compatible at the time were not a big collection. They were like a collection of just little dinky. And I think I was in a zombie shooting game, but my arm was not broken. It was in a cast. So I was really sucking at the game.
Well, I mean, you were disabled.
Yeah.
And
then it started. So my hand started hurting before I had a chance, I think, to get nauseous. So I would have to play around with it again to see if I have that problem. I don't get motion sickness from anything else but trying to read in a car.
I don't do good at reading in the car.
Yeah.
I can do it a little bit, like on a phone screen or something. But like if I try to like a book or like have like a laptop or something, it's not that great.
Yeah, if I'm trying to read more than just like location names or something on a GPS or something like that, where I'm focusing on something, that's where I get nauseous. But I know for a fact that I can like play video games in a car and be fine. So there's something about reading that'll do it to me. And I think that doesn't account on the planes either. I think it's only cars.
That's interesting. Well, because a plane, you tend to feel. Okay, now we're getting into, I think, some relativistic areas here. We're getting into the science. Because on a plane, generally, you kind of feel more there. Car, it's easier to tell because usually, like, there's usually glass. You can see the things moving around. I think that might be what it is. It's kind of the contrast where if you're on a plane, it's like, I'm in a room. I'll do the reading. Whereas if you're in a car, it's like, I can tell I'm zipping along. There's all this stuff. There's crazy things out here. There's miles of corn, whatever you're driving through at the time
like
and everything.
Your eyes can definitely tell you that you're moving. That's why I think it's something about concentrating on reading specifically, where all of a sudden your eyes are like not giving the information correctly to your brain about if you're in motion or not. That's all I can figure.
So, do you think it has anything to do with this past occurrence?
Partying with Puff is how I got to the pudding dimension.
It all makes sense.
You look like such a beast.
But I think I left my body behind when I went there. I'm not sure.
Well, when you're with a token dragonkin, yeah, you tend to leave your body.
I sure do hang out with a lot of dragons and dinosaurs and stuff.
See, and that's how we became friends. Oh God, my face is it's so shiny. What? You're doing the canine translation thing. You're speaking in only.
I hate this microphone that tries to save everybody's ears from me. How dare it?
I know. You're not able to squeak to the maximum. That's probably a good thing, so people can still have ears. Because as long as you have well, actually, to be fair, okay. To be fair, yes, be wary. Things may get scary. So to be fair, you can still hear without ears, right? I mean, Voldemort did it, I think.
Yeah.
Because you only need like the inner part. Like, I'm not saying things wouldn't sound all wonky. Because if you're used to, it's like, how do we hear? Well, there's a whole bunch of like vibrating stuff going around, carrying those sound waves, and all of a sudden it hits your ear in a particular way. And if you only had like a wee little hole, maybe you wouldn't hear as well.
Yeah, I would say you should still be able to hear. It's just gonna suck. You don't have the protection that the ear gives your ear hole.
You don't have the fluffiness, and you can't give all like the scritches.
Right? So yeah, it would definitely suck to not have actual ears, but as long as you've had some ear holes, you should be able to hear. Things would probably sound a lot different because it's not being funneled in the same way. Things would probably be too loud, easily too loud, maybe, I would think. However, you cannot smell without a nose.
So you disagree with Voldemort?
I mean, you can smell, you yourself can smell like stinky, but you cannot smell scents without a nose. You can breathe. I'm assuming you could still breathe through the holes. But your scent, your little scent sensors are in the cartilagey part of your nose. So if you only have like your nose bone, that's just your sinuses. That's just shit going straight to the sinuses.
Now, to be fair, I mean, Fyzz, you have been accused of not having a nose.
Right? That's why I know a lot about this. It is proof. It is proof. It is how I prove that I have a nose, is the fact that I can smell scents. If I did not have a nose, I would not know that humans are pretty stanky.
Are you sure? Are you sure about that? Yes. Puff did bring us the monster girl. Where do we have that? Oh god, I don't even remember when that was. Yeah, no, it's a buddy from the greater skeptic community. It's a Pinoid. He's the shotgun toting libertarian gorilla. He made a lot of accusations to Fyzz about not having a nose. And, oh, there was yeah. No, that was a thing. These things do happen, but yeah. So we've been yes, we have exceeded our hour time slot here.
You should make a compilation too of every time somebody said a cat or a fox or misspecied me, and I make the angry face. Just a compilation of getting misspecied on this show.
Oh, I could probably use that as a key term. Yes. Yeah. Okay. I do remember that happens a lot. It's not always intentional. Sometimes it is. We wouldn't want to be speciesist here. But Fyzz, why don't you let the folks know what you and maybe Piper have got going on for the holidays?
Don't mention the holidays to Piper. She'll cry.
I
know that in a couple hours tonight, I'm going to go play on Twitch. I don't know what I'm playing yet. I'm just kind of winging it this week. And Piper, I think on Saturday, well, who the fuck? Gee, Iggity. Which personality? Oh, shit. I'm getting them all mixed up. Gee, Iggity on Saturday.
Do you ever talk to yourself?
Gee, Iggity on Saturday. Should be hanging out on Snowdove's channel. And then, either Piper, or if she hands it to me and makes me play for her, one of us should hopefully be whooping at least the NPCs' butts with some Mario Kart, I hope, because she just started playing that again.
All right, we got your Twitch in there. We'll grab Snow. I got the Snow over there. All of Fyzz's stuff are in the doobly-doo below. We got that.
Oh, I never told you what the content for my YouTube was gonna be.
You didn't. You held us on edge.
I did. So because Twitch is like way more, I don't know, mean and stuff, and because I'm actually monetized on Twitch, I'm gonna do stuff on YouTube that could get me in trouble on Twitch. That technically will get me in trouble on YouTube too, but it doesn't matter because I'm not monetized over there. Starting with a Christmas song karaoke, date to be determined. I haven't decided yet.
Oh, you're gonna do some karaoke?
Yeah, so I'm gonna do karaoke streams on my YouTube channel and the ASMR streams on my YouTube channel. I'm mostly just trying to figure out sorting out OBS to YouTube.
Oh, I think it. Well, yeah, they are different things. Well, to be fair, I've never done the Twitch thing. I've done the OBS over in this dimension. It really wasn't that bad once I figured it out, and then I got lazy because then StreamYards kind of became a thing. So
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, I only know how to StreamYards to YouTube, and I know how to OBS to Twitch. So I gotta figure out OBS to YouTube, how to work things properly and all that good crap. I'm assuming it would just work the same, except it's streaming to my YouTube. I'm hoping that's how it works.
I'm pretty sure you just plug in and just make sure the particular plugin works for the different stuff and the things that you got going on for that. But it's been fun, and as always, remember.
Peanut butter jelly, peanut butter jelly, peanut butter jelly, peanut butter jelly.
Ah, yes. 8 hours, totally worth the price of admission there. But, face
And
out
I
everybody.
still didn't get my face to match.
I feel like that was a job for McCracken. But,
Yep.
remember, it's okay. We...
You finally flipped.
And no monster girls were made in the making of this. Face
I'm
up.
broken. You broke me. Oh no. Oh dear. You guys! You guys! I just want to